mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Hello, and good afternoon, everyone. True to the times, we are coming to you live in a mix from home and from the studios for a production made by Frost, located in historic center of manufacturing, the Stockyard District. And while we wish we could be there in person together with you in all the energy of the night and the networking and celebration, we couldn't miss the opportunity to acknowledge this industry for its heroic work over the past year. Thank you to our sponsors for making this day possible: Bank of America, Comcast, KPMG, the Illinois Manufacturing Excellence Center, and Christau. And to you, Chandra.
Thank you, everyone. How are you? Hi, Haven.
Hello.
A big thank you to our nominees, our judges, and our finalists. It's great to be here. Every year, you all know it is so inspiring to hear about the work happening across this ecosystem. But I have to tell you all, as you probably know, this year has been truly unique. In the wake of the devastating coronavirus pandemic, this region's manufacturers and hard tech innovators came together at an unprecedented pace. We were here with you at MXD, mHUB, our partner innovation centers, 1871 and Matter, mobilizing all of our resources, including machines and people, to build the critical equipment frontline that our heroes needed to remain safe and to save lives. Right, Haven?
That's right, Chandra. We watched as regional manufacturers came together to collaborate and overcome the supply issues through the Governor's Essential Equipment Task Force led by the Illinois Manufacturing Excellence Center and iBio. We saw the spark in ingenuity that came from engineers, large corporations, and entrepreneurs co-innovating to leverage non-traditional components to build better, more cost-effective, efficient devices. Things like ventilators, air purifying respirators, ambu bags, face shields, and face masks. This Midwest ecosystem truly showed what can happen when we roll up our sleeves and work collaboratively in the service of a common good.
And yes, it's been a common goal, and this work we've all done has served as a reminder of how critical it is to make things and to make them here safer, faster, stronger, and more efficient. So, in service of that, we're doing things obviously a little bit differently this year. In addition to going virtual, and hi from everyone who's working from home, we are donating all funds raised tonight to the Richard J. Daley College to support skills development in manufacturing and the workforce of today and tomorrow. So I'm just so thrilled to have Dr. Janine Janowski, president of Richard J. Daley College. She's going to be here with us today to tell us about the incredible opportunities through our city colleges system for manufacturing careers. A big welcome to Dr. Janowski.
Thank you, Chandra, and hello, everyone. Chandra, you are so right. It is so important that we build pathways to manufacturing careers and develop skills for both today's and tomorrow's workforce. We have recently invested $50 million to develop the Manufacturing Technology Engineering Center, or MTech for short, at Richard J. Daley College. Daley College is one of the city colleges of Chicago. The 50,000 square foot facility has 10 manufacturing-related labs and high bay space that incorporates full-scale equipment, for education and training across the spectrum of manufacturing careers. The support we receive from you today will go directly to our students. Our fundraising goal of $5,000 will enable 36 credit hours at MTech, giving our students a substantial leg up in starting their careers. And it's looking like we'll at least double that number, but don't take it from me. Hear directly from our students and our faculty about their education at MTech.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Davis, and I'm a second-year student at Richard Daley Community College. So far, I've taken industrial electricity, principles of mechanisms, and motors and controls.
Two locations at 7500 South Pulaski Road and its sister campus, the Arturo Vasquez Institute, at 2800 Southwestern Avenue, Richard Daley College serves approximately 13,000 students across the two campuses and is one of the 7 city colleges of Chicago. Offering programs in welding, CNC machining, quality assurance, and factory automation, MTech at Daley strives to reach out to both students and industry in the Chicago and Chicagoland area.
My name is Charles Thompson, and right now I teach the pneumatics lab as well as the hydraulics lab. In our college, we learn how to connect the components, in which I did here, and we apply air, as you see, and we watch. It's a damn cool. It moves down. If it goes that way, it moves. Ain't that pretty cool?
At Daley, the first class I took was industrial electricity. Since then, I've been able to apply the skills I learned in class in real life. Take a look at this prototype mask I built. Yeah, using electrical signals coming from the microphone, amplifying electrical signals coming from the microphone, you can hear your voice come out the other end.
Today, there's over 500,000 open jobs in manufacturing. The Manufacturing Technology Engineering Center at Richard Daley College aims to provide students with the skills they need to succeed in the workforce. Register now at ccc.edu.
A big thank you to mHUB, MXD, and this entire community. We are excited to continue deepening this region's strength in manufacturing with all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Janowski, and thank you to the City Colleges system for the incredible infrastructure you've put in place. Over the last 5 years, we've invested over $400 million in building out our training, our process innovation, and productive capacity, and these things together make us as strong as we are and will position Chicago for the 4th Industrial Revolution. So help us support Daley College. We are just under $15,000 right now raised. You can still donate via Eventbrite. You'll also get an email with a link. So please help us help the future of the manufacturing workforce. And tonight, we're going to go into a pre-recorded session where we've assembled some of our esteemed judges to present some awards. You'll hear about the incredible finalists, and you'll hear about the winners firsthand from their stories. So thank you again for joining us.
Okay, thank you, Haven. I hope everybody is ready. Let's keep this show moving. On to the awards.
The 4th Industrial Revolution infuses both physical product innovation and digital process innovation, unlocking a whole world of potential.
Well, the 4th Industrial Revolution is all about the digital world and the physical world coming together.
It is taking big amounts of data in ways never even imagined in the past.
The 4th Industrial Revolution is a metamorphosis of what's happening in the manufacturing industry.
If you actually drew a line around the Midwest, we'd be the 4th largest economy in the world. We're hoping through events like this, we've created more interconnectedness, more partnerships that will position Chicago, position the Midwest as the leader in the 4th revolution.
When we combine that intellectual and entrepreneurial horsepower with the legacy that we have in manufacturing, we can actually be responsible for shepherding in this new industrial revolution that's happening all around us.
The Fourth Revolution Award Ceremony represents our ability to move forward and take the Chicago and Midwest region and highlight it as the innovative leader that it is.
And for us to take a moment of pause to just reflect and celebrate everything that's happening.
These leaders that we are recognizing really are the greatest in terms of technology, in terms of entrepreneurship. I really believe the workforce of the future is what you're going to be seeing right here.
Together, we will ensure that the region's manufacturing sector is driven, infused with world-class talent, and continues to reign as a global leader into the 21st century.
Manufacturing has long been an anchor of the Midwestern economy. In Chicago alone, manufacturing output in 2019 was $74.5 billion, the second largest in the nation. And it's the small and medium-sized manufacturers that are the bedrock of our economic engine. In the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, this industry truly showed its resiliency and strength. Our SMMs across the region came together and responded to the call and quickly transformed lines to produce life-saving personal protective gear and medical equipment to overcome gaps in supplies, all the while adopting practices at light speed to ensure their floors were up and running and their workforces were safe. And for those of us who are members of this industry, we know that halting or pivoting the production floor isn't something that happens with a simple touch of a button. So tonight, I am honored to kick off the celebration by honoring our regional manufacturers with this award, which recognizes a small or mid-sized manufacturer that has demonstrated its excellence in business practices, innovative processes, and productivity enhancements, as well as contributions to its local community. Finalists for this year's award include Atlas Tool Works out of Lyons, Illinois, a family-owned metal fabricator founded in 1918 that serves several industries, including aerospace, defense, medical, and others. LK Manufacturing Company out of Chicago, Illinois, an industry-leading manufacturer of residential and commercial sinks, faucets, and water delivery products. GenMet Corporation out of Mequon, Wisconsin, a custom metal fabricator of complex weldments supporting the defense, construction, railroad, and point-of-purchase display industry. Laystrom Manufacturing out of Chicago, Illinois. Since 1951, Laystrom Manufacturing has manufactured metal products for a host of markets, including utilities, telecommunications, medical, agriculture, construction, music, packaging, lawn and garden, pet supplies, and transportation. Prismer out of Bolingbrook, Illinois, a disruptive, on-demand manufacturer that places a high premium on quality, fast turnarounds, and, most importantly, great communication. And the winner is Laystrom Manufacturing. Colin, congratulations.
Well done.
You mentioned it in your nomination form. You're almost 70 years old and still innovating. What do you see as the single most important driver of your company's success?
First of all, I just want to say congratulations to everybody that was nominated here. It's an honor to be in this group. We're 70 years old this year, and it's all about the team that's here. We're here in a group as the management team, and it's all about the group here and the 70 people that have been here for a long time. We had Ernie here just celebrating his 36th anniversary yesterday, and he's not our longest tenured guy. Mike's dad's, he's been here for 46 years. It's all about the team and the culture and showing up for each other. As you can see, we're all wearing masks here because we care about each other and we show up for each other. That's what drives everything here.
That's wonderful, and it's great to see that you all are still thriving after 70 years. Judges were particularly impressed with your dedication to community engagement and workforce development. What is your philosophy there, both in putting more people on pathways to jobs and in developing your existing workforce?
It's everybody that's in this room, and frankly, most of the people in this building, nobody started at the top. Everyone started, at some entry level and learned on the way up and grew through experience. And so we believe in that. We see the experience that we have for ourselves, the opportunity in manufacturing, the opportunity to make the company better, to contribute to the people around us. And we feel like if we have an opportunity to teach others and to give to others within this building and then outside in the community, I think that's just, for all of us, that's just been an important part of what our careers have been, important part of what this company has been. And frankly, it's a part of what this country is about, is giving back to others, giving back to people in our community, seeing other people grow, have a chance for great careers in manufacturing, in this city, in this country, and there's a drive to continue that. And I think it's important to everyone here to, again, just to share what we've learned with each other, with people around us, and that's just part of what we feel is an important, that's part of what manufacturing is, that's part of what our contribution is.
Well, thank you so much for your example, and congratulations once again to Laystrom Manufacturing, our 4th Revolution Award Small Medium Manufacturer of the Year. Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
You're here tonight, so you know that the manufacturing industry is the key to unlocking full economic potential in this city, in the state, and across the Midwest. Innovation in the sector drives jobs across all categories, within companies and throughout the broader regional economy. Did you know that every manufacturing job supports 2.91 additional jobs? That's right. And every dollar of manufacturing revenue supports another $1.33 in other areas of the economy. That's why it's so important to get the marketing machine out there to spread the word that manufacturing offers jobs with truly solid career paths, many which don't require a college degree, which 74% of adults in Illinois don't have. It's also really important that we focus on building pathways into manufacturing careers and develop opportunities for advancement once workers are in the industry. STEM education and skills development initiatives, both for today's workforce and tomorrow's, increase access and opportunities for upward mobility, particularly in underserved communities. At Science Olympiad, I see this potential every day, and it's why I'm so honored to present this year's Community Empowerment Award. This award recognizes a program or initiative that promotes diversity and inclusion in manufacturing, and the competition was tough. Finalists for this year include CredMade by Chicago Cred. Chicago's Cred social enterprise. CredMade is a commercial organization that builds on the Chicago Cred Foundation to position participants to launch a career in manufacturing by creating apprenticeships in the food manufacturing industry. Geeks Rule, a nonprofit with the mission of eliminating racial, gender, and socioeconomic gaps in STEM. Geeks Rule provides secondary students from underserved communities opportunities through targeted STEM programming. The Gray Matter Experience, which has a mission to unlock the self-determining power of Black youth and strengthen their ties to community through real-world experience in entrepreneurship. GPS Education Partners, operating a statewide Department of Workforce Development Youth Apprenticeship Consortium in manufacturing throughout Wisconsin. GPS Education Partners is a key talent development strategy to help employees address the skills gap. Symbol Training Institute. Symbol Training Institute evolved out of Symbol Tool Incorporated, a local tool and die shop, out of the need to combat the skilled labor shortage. Symbol was created by the manufacturing industry for the manufacturing industry. And the winner is CredMade by Chicago Cred. Rahul, congratulations. I truly enjoyed reading about your organization. CredMade is an initiative to create a path to economic prosperity, but it builds on the services and resources of Chicago Cred. Tell us about your core mission and why it's important to pair this initiative with the existing support services CredMade provides.
Well, thank you so much, first of all, to mHUB, and just a huge congrats to everyone else on the phone here. Hats off to everyone just doing great work for Chicago. We all appreciate it. Yeah, and it's a great question. Thank you for pointing out this relationship, because Chicago Cred and CredMade do very much go hand in hand. So the core mission of Chicago Cred is to reduce gun violence in the city of Chicago. And the target we're setting is about 80%. And so that just puts us on par with New York and Los Angeles in terms of shootings per capita. So that's the broader mission. Chicago Cred is the nonprofit side of the organization, focused on that relentless street outreach that identifies individuals who are at that highest risk of being involved in gun violence. We recruit those young people into the program, where we provide a whole suite of services, beginning with what we call trauma-informed counseling. So the life coaches that are paired up with all of the participants in the program really do amazing work in terms of providing each individual with that support, the mentorship, counseling, et cetera, that they need, as well as education. But on the back end of all of that, economic independence and prosperity, both at the individual level and at the community level, is what we ultimately feel will sustain that reduction in gun violence. And that's why we decided to build CredMade ourselves, so we can be that first step to apprentice these young people and build that pathway to economic prosperity.
That's excellent. In your nomination, you shared that CredMade makes sustaining a job realistic. How are you doing that, and what made you target the manufacturing industry in particular?
Yeah, so the people we recruit into CredMade, we feel like have all the talent in the world. But life circumstances, unfortunately, are much harder for people in the communities where we work, which is primarily in the south and west sides of the city. So sustaining a job for people suffering from, what we consider continuous chronic trauma is very difficult. Life just happens. So as an employer, we understand that, and we're looking to build on all of that life coaching support that Chicago Cred offers and create that same sort of trauma-informed workplace within a commercial organization. So that culture is what's going to make our team successful here. And quite honestly, we feel like in the world of manufacturing, we aim to outpace our colleagues and the industry standard when it comes to things like turnover, retention, promotions, and so forth. So we really are what we consider to be a talent organization rather than simply a manufacturing operation. But why manufacturing? Really, first of all, manufacturing is just a core industry in Chicago, and especially in food, with some of the biggest brands based out of the Chicagoland area. But secondly, it's really about skill building and apprenticeship. Skill in this industry can range from very entry-level roles that can be filled by those of us that those people that we recruit from the program who have little to no work experience, but they can rise all the way up to very complicated skills: machine operation, running shipping and receiving operation, food safety and food quality. So I think there's a lot of pride being a part of Chicago's manufacturing industry here.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. That's fantastic work. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor to be recognized.
R&D is the foundation of innovation. With a strong R&D sector, businesses are more competitive, and the region is positioned to stay ahead of the technology curve. And in Illinois, we have just that, with leading R&D efforts in universities, national labs, and with companies large and small. It's the combination of these efforts that makes this region so unique. And today, we shine a spotlight on cutting-edge innovation coming from some of our region's emerging companies. This award recognizes a technology or process that can advance multiple technologies and significantly improve the manufacturing ecosystem. The finalists are Wellness AI by Goldfinch, an end-to-end solution powered by data and technology to help manufacturers reopen factories, safely conduct operations, drive productivity, and boost revenue during the pandemic in the USA. Ultra-thin light technology by Flex Lighting, a revolutionary light transmission technology. This ultra-thin optical film can deliver light efficiently from an LED into a material as thin as a human hair. MPA-17 Qi design specification by New Current. New Current supplies leading companies with wireless power technologies and systems integration expertise. Its solutions are based on inductive and resonant wireless power transfer and can be delivered on Qi, air fuel, and NFC direct charge standards, as well as other proprietary client-customized designs. Sabanto develops autonomous equipment in agriculture as part of its farming as a service company. And the winner is New Current with MPA-17 Qi design specification. Mike, congratulations.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to the other finalists in the Fourth Revolution Innovation category. This is a great moment for New Current. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Wireless charging is a competitive market, but also one with so much opportunity. What makes your MPA-17 design unique?
The Qi standard for mobile phones is a global standard for wireless charging, but it does have some limitations in the amount of separation and charging volume that takes place between the transmitter and the receiver. You have to have very precise and close alignment to activate that charge for it to work. But our MPA-17 design, which is now part of the Qi standard, actually triples the charging volume, opening up wireless charging applications to phones with thick cases or accessories like pop sockets, and is also expanding into new applications like furniture or hospitality, where people want to have charging on tables or in hotels, as well as these booming categories of RVs and boats, where that needed separation that New Current created is needed.
You took a different route than a patent. What led you to that choice?
Well, that's a good question. We are active developers in developing technology and intellectual property. There is some intellectual property around the MPA-17 design that we have created, and I think it's probably best just to think about this design as the beginning of the expansion of range in wireless charging, particularly within Qi, versus the end. There's definitely going to be more innovation happening from New Current in this space, so keep an eye on it.
You've sort of answered this, but what does it mean for the market as a whole?
Well, we're fielding a lot of interest around this innovation, and we launched with pop sockets. I actually have there, oh, you can't see because of my background there, but the wireless charger that we did for pop sockets, so that their users who have an accessory on their phone can actually benefit from both the accessory as well as the wireless charging capability of their phones. And so by being able to increase that range, we're just seeing a lot of new uses and applications for wireless charging. It's a very popular feature. And since we've broken through those limitations on the separation distance, we're just starting to see a lot of interest, particularly in those furniture, RV, marine type applications, even automotive applications. And so that's really exciting for us.
That really is. What's next for New Current and this technology?
Well, we're going to continue to innovate and continue to find ways to bring premium wireless charging experiences to our customers and their products. That's ultimately what we're about, changing the way people connect with devices and enabling wireless charging as a powerful feature.
Truly game-changing. Congratulations, and thank you.
The products that we create today will determine the future of innovation and where our focus is. And the brightest opportunities in product innovation lie in hard tech, the fusion of hardware and software. Excellence in product design is about innovating with the user in mind, continually asking yourself, am I creating a better experience? Am I producing something that will truly make an impact? This award has two components: scoring by our judging panel along with a public vote by the community. And the results are in. Finalists for this year include the Ability Hand by Psionic, an affordable, robust, muscle-controlled prosthetic hands that incorporate compliant materials for more natural grasping, as well as pressure sensors in the fingertips to manipulate delicate objects. Complete Control Gen 2 by Coapt LLC. Coapt Complete Control Gen 2 uses the power of machine learning and smart AI to improve the control of the prosthesis, not forcing the user to be stuck with old control style limitations. Endovo by Endovo. Endovo empowers everyone to create and share meaningful experiences that enrich people's lives. Powerful, simple, immersive content platform gives people a much better way to communicate, collaborate, and share knowledge. PDX by Preditronics, an end-to-end predictive platform, helps to eliminate unplanned downtime, reduce scrap, improve product quality, and optimize maintenance schedules. Tulip by Tulip creates user-friendly and functional apps that improve the productivity of your operations without writing any code. And the winner is the Ability Hand by Psionic. Hey. The judges and the public have spoken. Congratulations, Adil.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Judges were so impressed by your founding story. Tell us what led you to develop this product.
Honestly, this is something that I've wanted to do my whole life. When I was 7 years old, I was visiting Pakistan, where my parents are from. That's the first time I met someone with a limb difference. She was missing her right leg and using a tree branch as a crutch, and that's what inspired me to want to go into this field. And ever since then, you know, I've been working on developing bionic limbs, and this has been my lifelong dream.
Nice. So, what has been your biggest learning in developing a product?
Sure. So I guess one of the things is everything takes much longer than you'd expect it to. For sure, like, I mean, we've been in development of this hands for like 5 years now, ever since I was doing my PhD. And yeah, to come this far and see how much of an impact it's making on everyone, it's really incredible.
So, and what's next on your path to commercialization?
So next year, we plan to do a nationwide launch of our Ability Hand, and so that everyone around the U.S. can afford a bionic limb. So we're really excited about that.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Industry 4.0, or the fourth industrial revolution, is the next frontier in innovation. This city, state, and region has the ingredients to lead. We have the highest multiple on invested capital in the nation, sitting at 5.6 times. We are the #1 ecosystem for female founders. We sit at the internet crossroads of the world, with the 3rd largest data center market in the United States and a testbed for quantum internet. Paired with the 2nd largest manufacturing region in the country, the Rising Star Award recognizes the startups in this region that are positioned to be the next great company to lead the pack in the tech race. The award has 2 components, paper judging and a pitch competition. And as a judge, I have to tell you, they made it tough. Finalists for this year include Amper, which provides manufacturers with simple tools to run lean, maximize productivity, and digitize their factory floor. Cast 21, which is changing the way the world heals with its waterproof alternatives to casts and braces for broken bones. Mesh++. Mesh++ enables anyone to bring last-mile internet access to their community. Neopenda. Neopenda innovates needs-based medical technologies for high-growth emerging markets. And Psionic, a company with a mission to develop advanced prosthetics that are affordable for everyone in the world. And the winner is Mesh++.
Yay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, I was so impressed with all the pitches from the pitch night and what a stiff competition you had, but congrats, you won. I gotta tell you, it was a tough competition at the pitch night. But to start off, tell me more about your startup journey. Where did the idea hit you? And what was your path to get to this point?
Absolutely. So we started at the University of Illinois around several of the other teams that are finalists here. We're solving a problem that a lot of people around the world are solving, which is rural and remote internet access. So the idea came about actually as a senior design project, a purely engineering project at first, dedicated to figuring out how we can use fully wireless access and new protocols that were developed, as well as new wireless chipsets to bring access to rural areas where they might not have any infrastructure, whether it be power infrastructure or communications infrastructure. After school, we went to the HAX Accelerator in China, moved there for a few months, moved to San Francisco for a few months, and then settled back here in Chicago, where I'm from, in mid-2018. We've been here ever since. We're actually based out of mHUB for a little while. We recently moved out. We're still here in the area in River West, and our team has grown from 2 to 4 to 8 full-time now.
Fantastic. As judges, we kept coming back to the idea that timing is everything. And what a moment for mesh wireless networks. Have you seen any change due to the pandemic, specifically upticks in demand perhaps? And how has it changed? How have you thought about your business and the market?
Sure. Well, I think every startup right now is working on convincing to their investors that the pandemic is good for them. But I can honestly say that we wouldn't have had such an inflection point this summer if there wasn't this increased need for internet access. So when the pandemic first hit, we knew that we had to help, like a lot of companies, and teamed up with Verizon and lots of city governments, including Chicago, to set up e-learning and work-from-home networks. So we're set up across now 6 schools and 4 parks, I think, in Chicago, as well as networks in lots of other U.S. cities. It was our intent to help out, but now we have kind of shown ourselves as a very quick deployment for municipal networks and even for rural networks as well. So as unfortunate as it is that the pandemic has revealed how much we need internet access to educate ourselves, to do business, and I mean, of course, we're doing this virtually now, so that's a proof of concept right there. It's unveiled that a lot of people don't have that. So we have done all that we can to help with that. Fortunately, there are a lot of communities that are trying to do it themselves. And that's ultimately what we as a company are trying to do. We're trying to give the tools to communities themselves to build financially sustainable networks. And we have proven that we can do that this summer.
Great. And what's next for Mesh++?
What's next is to continue to building out a platform that enables just that. We are currently a hardware company primarily with some software support tools, but our end goal is to enable anybody on this planet to bring internet access to their community. That requires more than just hardware. That requires financing. That requires finding a local ISP. So we have been building up partnerships, over 70 now, with different organizations that can fill in some of the puzzle pieces of last mile networking, with the goal of next year hopefully having a more cohesive platform that will give anybody the confidence and ability to set up a network regardless of whether they have any experience in the field.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, and congratulations to Mesh++.
Thank you. I'm honored. We're honored.
Wow. I feel so inspired, Haven. I love these stories. A huge congratulations to everyone involved. This includes all the nominees, the finalists, and of course, our winners. It's just so impressive and so inspiring, especially in these times. I think for me, like one theme that really resonates tonight is resiliency. You know, I think the defining characteristics of this industry and of this region are determination and grit. You know, we just continue pushing, we continue collaborating together and building here. So I just have to say a big thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. A big thank you for supporting opportunities for our manufacturing workforce. And tonight we have raised over $10,000 to directly benefit the students at Richard J. Daley. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you. Just such a huge testament to our local manufacturing innovators. And it wouldn't be me if we didn't get to have a little fun. And so I also wanted to thank my co-host, Haven, and all of the mHUB and MXD team who put this together. See this big bottle? I'm saving it. So hopefully we can share it next year, Haven. And thanks again, everyone.
Hopefully sooner than that. And thank you, Chandra, for being such an amazing partner. On behalf of mHUB and MXD, that's a wrap for this year's fourth Industrial Revolution Awards. We hope to be back live and in person in 2021. But until then, we will see you virtually as we continue to work together to put the Midwest at the forefront in the race towards the fourth Industrial Revolution and a bit of normalcy post-COVID. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to the ecosystem and all the nominees, winners, and judges. And a special thanks to our teams and our partners for the work they put into this year's awards and productions. Stay safe and good night.